Hi everybody, it's Ophelia Dragon from Atomic Monsters, and I'm doing some uh, deck techs and some gameplay for a few of the decks I've built in the last while, plus some others that I'm a little bit behind on, hoping to get a bunch done. We're going to start with Rielle, the Everwise. This is a cEDH deck list, and I'm going to do some little change in the way that I do things. For these, usually I do a deck tech and then I take it into a game. But commander games can get long, and can also multiplayer can also it's random who you're gonna get, and really all we need to do is just show some game play flow how the decks run. So I'm actually gonna try taking games into one versus one, and sometimes you can even get like a couple one versus one games in really quick. I'm gonna try doing it that way instead for a bit, see how people like that. Um, this list looks to cycle through its cards really quick and either hit with a really big Rielle, uh, either by combat or Chandra's Ignition, or use a Glinthorn Buccaneer. With new Commander 2020 set coming out, there's a card that's literally going to take this card slot. It's a lot better. It's 4 mana, but it's 3 and a red. I forget its name, a new legend. And it not only does it do a damage to all your opponents when you discard a card, but it also gets a +1/+1 counter, which makes it grow even better than Rielle does. So this is going to get swapped out for that commander when that new set comes out. I can't remember his name right now. Is one of the partners. Anyways, what you're looking to do, you got a lot of interaction, but you're looking to discard a lot of cards. If you can get a bag of holding in play, you can get a lot of value. Uh, Bag of holding lets you actually get a lot of value off of the Glinthorn, because you can literally just return all the cards to your hand and then ditch them on your end step and kill people. You have a lot of wheeling effects, as well as some stacked pieces, such as this is a little blue moonish. It's running Blue Moon, Magus of the Moon, Ruination, and Back to Basics. You've got some cycling effects. I've been like testing to see which ones are worth running, and we've broken down cycling. We've cut out cycling lands because I find they just were clunky. Right now for cycling effects, we're running Miscalculation. Where we go? Complicate, which I actually find is working really well. There's a lot of times you catch people with that. We're running Nimble Obstructionist as a stifle effect, and with the banning of Flash, I'm finding a slower stifle effects are effective enough because you're seeing a lot less things that need stifling, but it's still a good valid effect to have. So I'm running Nimble Obstructionist and Tail's End together. Other cycling effects, Rebuild is really good, and Slice and Dice, and other things that work really well with Rielle is Transmute. So we're running Muddle the Mixture and Drift of Phantasms for that. Those are both really good with Rielle. They will trigger Rielle as well, and we're also running Foil, uh, Gush, and Forbid, which are also really good with Rielle, uh, netting you card advantage for running them. The Gush specifically because it helps you pick up islands, both islands that you have frozen down with Back to Basics, and you can Gush into a foil. Foil's alternate cost is discard an island card and another card. Now there's a bit of a bug with the way foil is coded on the game, and it counts each discard separately. So you're only going to draw one card off of Rielle, when in reality you should be drawing two, but that's okay. You also have stuff like Turbulent Dreams. Turbulent Dreams is really good with Dockside. Turbulent Dreams will help you bounce a lot of problematic pieces off the board. You can also use it if you're not able to get more value out of your Underworld Dreams to return your Underworld Dreams and then replay it later. But if you're playing Underworld Dreams, you're probably winning that turn. Tolarian Winds a lot of value. I've had some explosive first turns off of a Tolarian Winds. You have some rummaging with a Baral, Frantic Search. There's an argument for running a High Tide in here. I'm just not sure where to slot it right now. I think it would actually be really good. I just don't know where it is. I should also have a Pact of Negation in here. I don't currently own one, as well as the new free counter from the new Commander set will eventually go in here. I just have to find slots for them. And you have some, like, there's some similarities. This is like a combination of Opus Thief and Blue Moon in a way, because you got stuff like Narset to shut down draw, and you're running a lot of wheels. But generally that's the idea. It's just to cycle through the deck really fast, get a big discard pile, and get a lot of card advantage. And also the discarding stuff is really good at just messing up opponents' planning. But let's run this in a couple 1v1 games, and we'll see. I'm not going to advertise cEDH. I literally just want to get a flow play for this deck. I will be hopefully recording some actual competitive 4-player games with it soon. Oh, it's Q. And this is totally the wrong deck. I keep forgetting that. Since they changed the interface, it doesn't automatically switch your deck. There we go. This is bad. This works. I need a red source for this, so I need to probably imprint that. I am going to... I think I'm more likely to need the mental misstep than the misdirection, and this might be good. I'm going to put the Narset to the bottom. As for all the other effects like Thrill of Possibilities, it's the only one that I'm running specifically because it's an instant. Yeah, mental misstep, so good. Kind of want this fabricate, so I'm probably ditching the misdirection. Oh, slivers. Yeah, this misdirection is probably not going to be that great here. I'd kept the misdirection if this was a competitive match and discarded the fabricate, but I don't think I'm going to need it for this. So I'm actually going to run out Rielle. I actually think I just slam out Blood Moon here. I'll bring another game. That's my dog in the background. Freya, not time. Facing Nin. Oh, this might be a good deck. Good play. This is pretty good. I'm actually going to imprint this. Turbulent Dreams can be a really powerful card, but I'm going to imprint it just so I can have Drain available. Definitely counter that. I'm going to play the Vista. I'm not going to use it unless I draw into something I need to use it here. It's actually a pretty sweet. see what they get. Good practice. Keep the reveal slot open in gameplay, or at least always check it so you can see what people are doing. They're getting that. I've won so many games simply because people just do not pay attention. Want to make sure we keep that. Oh, it's just better. I'm going to assume we draw into... I have to discard 3. So we're going to discard these 3 and keep the force. Good. This is probably a lot closer to a competitive match, though Nin is usually a 1 versus 1 competitive deck. Brian Wiseman is pretty famous for his 1 versus 1 Nin the Pain Artist builds. So we know he's got a Mana Drain and a Mana Crypt. Holding on the Crypt, good. I think I'm going to cast this here. So, ditch. Slice and Dice will be good versus a resolved Nin later. I want the Pact. And yeah. Good. We just grab a basic here then. And we'll keep up a Pyroblast. And hit for 5. There's a lot of good interaction. So now they're holding up Drain. That's good. Not going to bother playing Signet, because they want a Mana Drain. I'm going to force a wheel that. Actually, I think I'm going to cycle this slice and dice in response. Maybe I can find something better to pitch to force of will. Like that. So if we can get 4 more cards in the discard pile, they just, or 4 more instances in the discard pile, they just lose here. First things, I'll play the Signet. See if we can find a wheel effect. Thank you, Evo. Thank you. You should give me a follow. I'm actually going to be posting this on my YouTube channel. I'll post a link on my channel later. I think we're just discarding lands. Um, Actually, there we go. 9. I'm a mana short. I should have discarded an instant. Because rebuilding would have given us game. Actually. There we go. That's game. Yeah, Dr. Evo, that's why I'm running these. Anyways, that's what this deck wants to do. Didn't get to see any shenanigans with Bag of Holding, though. That gets really, really sweet. I mean, you get a good idea just how much card advantage this deck can build up. And how fast. Anyways, that's Rielle Blue Moon. This is a really fun deck, and I highly recommend it. Anybody else testing anything similar, and they have anything that they're running that they find works really well in it, let me know. Also, Shadow Spear is a house. This card is amazing, and it should go in a lot of decks. Anyways, that's it for this deck tech. Have a great day.